Hey everyone, welcome to the Coding Zoo. If this is your first time joining, my name is Shane, and this is the HTML building blocks playlist. In today's lesson, we're going to go over how to create links or links to other pages, other resources across the web on your page. So if this is something that interests you, stick around. We're going to jump right into it. Okay, so I have on my desktop my lesson number 9 folder created with my index file open and my styles.css file open. So if this is your first time joining, we have a template folder that we copy for each lesson. That way you can keep what you did for each lesson and refer back to it in the future. It's a good way to remember and keep reference. Let's go ahead and jump in. Let's go ahead and create our first link. So an HTML link is the A tag. It stands for anchor. So A tag, A element rather, and we have an attribute called Href. Href is the destination. Where are we going with? Where's the link going to take us? So Href equals. Okay. Now I'm going to put in the URL. For the website. This is where I want the link to go. This is a full URL. It's a complete URL that takes you to a web page outside of this current website that I'm creating, this current web page. Now, if you wanted to create a link to another page in your website, you don't have to put the full URL. You can actually do a relative URL, right? So if the page is in the same folder, let's say that I had a page called thecodingzoo.html. Well, if it's in the same folder as this page, that's all you got to put. Let's say it's in another folder called programming. That's all you got to put. This will tell the browser, use the same site I'm at, go into the programming folder and grab this file. If I go back to my original, this will tell the browser, hey, go to a different website altogether. Okay, so the href specifies the action. I'm going to go ahead and close that tag, and I'm going to put the content that I want the user to see, the text I want the user to see for the link. It can be either a text, it can be an image, or it can even be both. I'm going to use text for now. Okay, click save, click refresh, and I cannot spell today. All right, refresh, and there's our link. So if I click on this link, it should open up the codingzoo.com website. Let's try it out. There we go. So it went directly to that website. Now I'm going to click back. Here's another attribute you can use with link. It's called target. The target will let me specify either name of a new window that I want to open the page in. Target will also allow me to use some predefined names. They are underscore blank, which is underline blank, underscore self, underscore parent, underscore top. Underscore blank opens the link document in the new window or a new tab. Underscore self opens the link document in the same window or tab, which is the default. Underscore parent opens the link document in a parent frame. So if you're in a child frame, it would open the document in the parent frame. Underscore top opens the link document in the full body of the window. And then again, you can specify whatever name you want to specify, and that will open a new window with that name. So we're going to use top, or rather, we're going to use blank. going to click Save. Refresh. Of course, you can't see a difference here, but watch what happens when I click on it. And there we go. So it opened up in a new tab versus opening up in the same tab. All right. Now, another nice attribute to be aware of is title. Title, let's see. The title gives more information about your link. So if I go here, click refresh, and hover my cursor over it, you'll see now that the title is actually seen as a tooltip. This is the Coding Zoo website. So that's how you can use title. I also believe search engines and other things might use title to see what the link's all about. All right, so this is a URL, or rather a hyperlink to an external website. It has text. I could also use an image. Let's do that real quick, show you how that works. So I'm going to click on my site here. I'm going to save this image. Create an images folder. Save it there. I'm going to copy that name. All right. Let's go to this text here and erase it. And let's put an image tag. Image src equals I'm going to use a relative path. All right, click Save. Click Refresh, and there we go. So now I have my image displayed as a link, and that's quite a large link, right? Let's I'm going to add some inline style to change that up. I'm going to set the width to 100 pixels. Oh, wrong site. And that's too small. Let's try 400. There we go. All right, so now I have a link and it's an image. If I click on it, there's my new window. So it'll go ahead and open up just like the text link did. New window. Okay, now you'll see as I hover over this link, it puts a little hand there. You can use CSS type selectors and classes, pseudo classes, to change how this behavior works. Let's try that real quick. So I'm going to get rid of this image. Let's go back to using text. I'm going to go to my styles, CSS include right here. I'm going to add a type selector for the anchor tag. And I'm going to add a pseudo class. And the pseudo class is used to define a special state of the element. So let's do active. I'm going to change the color. Let's make it red. I'm going to cut and paste this. I'm going to change the pseudo class on each one of them. And let's do visited. I'm just going to leave it red. Hover. This is the one that we're going to see change here. Make it blue. And link. Let's make it black. Oop, black. Okay. Save it. Refresh. So you notice as I click refresh, I think, with this a link, this should have been black, but it's not. So made a mistake. So one thing you want to take note of is these items here actually need to be in a particular order to be effective. So hover should come after a link. So I'm going to put it at the top. And a visited must come before hover, and active must come before hover. So I think we're good there. Let's try it out now. Click refresh, and it's red. So I think that's probably because, well, I've already visited that link, and I've got visited turned to red. Let's try that. I'm going to change visited to black. How about that? Click save, click refresh. There we go. Now you'll notice as I hover over this, it turns blue. If I wanted to, I can change that to something else. Click save. Refresh. Now it's orange. Now I can actually change this a little bit and get rid of the underline. Click save, refresh. Got rid of the underline. Hey, so that's it. That's pretty simple. Links are very simple. They're easy to use. We've gone over how to create one, how to link to something and open it up in your current page, how to link to another website and open it up in a new page. And we covered how to add tooltips, and we learned how to change the CSS for the links to make it look different colors depending upon the pseudo class, and how to get rid of that ugly underline. Never liked the underline. Nobody ever uses that anymore. I don't know why it's default. They should change that. What do you guys think? Should the standard change the default of having the underline to be a default of don't display the underline? And if somebody wants it, then they turn it on, because nobody uses it. I think that should be the standard. Tell me what you think. Leave a comment below. So we'll see you next time. I hope you enjoyed the lesson.